Looking back at your time, is there anything outside of, everything that happened in this episode? Is there anything you kind of wish you had done differently or regret, or you're like, I really wish I had gotten to participate in X, Y, or Z?
I mean, we were thrilled that like our goal was to get in there and just focus on each challenge at a time and just try and get to the next, to the next, to the next. And we knew eventually at some point you would either make it to the finale and win or not win, or just get eliminated along the way. And so I think we tried to just enjoy each one as it came and went, which is kind of hard because you put so much time and effort into it and then on to the next, like we were saying. And so it's I think we really enjoyed it though. Like we took the time to enjoy it and really enjoy the other teams and get to know them. And now they're all really great friends. And so I think that's the most important thing is we made sure that we left with friends. So
Yeah. Without spoiling who wins, if you know who wins, out of everyone who's left, which group or groups do you think are the ones to watch based on what you experienced in your weeks competing?
I think probably the cleanest, most artistic builders are Lewis and Alex. I
Mhm.
think they have consistently been some of the like most artistic clean builds
And creative. Like
and
their monkey
creative.
build was so creative and
But Sam and Nina are over there building clocks as tall
I
as
know.
people. So I mean it's kind of hard to say you can't notice them,
Yeah,
and they've won 3
yeah.
challenges.
When we got eliminated, we had our thoughts about who would be in the finals, and then we said Lewis and Alex, Christopher and Robert, and then Sam and Nina. That's who our guesses
Yeah.
are.
But that's what's hard. You got like seeing how well Paul and Alita did on our last challenge. They won and they did an amazing job. I mean, when you see them side by side, you can't even tell. So you've got great builders all around. So, but those are the ones that we anticipate due to like how consistent they've been.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looking back at your time on the show, what is the thing that you are most proud of build wise?
What would you
Probably
say?
episode 3 when we did the volcano. The volcano build. That was like we were
Yeah.
so proud of it. We were just like, we built that.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't even get top 2, but we were thrilled with how it turned out. We thought it was very appealing, the
Yeah.
colors were great.
One of the compliments we got actually from one of the
From Jamie.
brick masters, Jamie, which they didn't show on the show, but he said your build looks like a postcard. And he was like, that is the most spectacular, beautiful book. And anyways, we were just like,
so we were
oh my
like,
gosh,
if we go out next week, like we are happy with that. Like
Yeah.
to get such a nice compliment from Jamie made our day. And yeah, that ultimately was by far like our favorite build.
Yeah. So outside of the builds itself, what is your favorite memory of your time on the show?
Ooh, that's a good question. What do you have one that comes to mind?
I just need a second.
I
Think back.
I would. That's a sorry. Hold on. That's
No
a good
worries.
one. There were a lot of great moments. I don't know. Maybe it was.
Can you share about the tree?
Mm-mm.
No.
No.
Really?
Yeah, you can't.
Oh.
Um,
I don't know.
That's hard. I think ultimately that first challenge because that's when it all became real and like you're so nervous because you have no idea how well you're going to do and how well everyone's going to do. It's a fresh slate for everybody, but you're on Lego Masters, you're in the build room, and it's like it hits you. You got cameras around you, you're mic'd up, and you're like
You're sweating.
you're nervous. But I think that's probably. I remember I took a moment to just kind of like soak it in, and I think that ultimately is my favorite memory. Is that first right before they're like, okay, like get your brick on, and then you go like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so what do you guys feel like you learned about yourself as builders and yourself as a team as builders from the show?
Well, I mean, I felt like the glorified assistant to Ryan. But our whole marriage, we've worked together, so we know how each one of us function. And so for this, though, it was fun to watch Ryan obviously do his thing and he's in his element. And so I just tried to really help Like, put me to work. I can lay brick really fast. Just tell me where to lay it.
I think what was fun is we're both creative people and kind of artistic, and I think it was really enjoyable to see us come together and bring like finished polished builds that we were hoping we could accomplish while on the competition. And so ultimately I think that was probably the coolest thing, was seeing us come together to create, like, our main focus was to create clean, pretty builds to look at, like color wise, design wise. They may not have been the most complex or sophisticated with movements and mechanisms, but we wanted to make things that looked very appealing. And I think we accomplished that on all of our builds. Except for episode 4. That one was a little rough. A little rough.
Bad idea.
Yeah.
Well, so before I let you go, is there anything else you want to say about your time on the show that we haven't discussed yet?
I think we just had a great time together, and
Yeah.
everybody. It was so fun.
It's the coolest experience. You don't realize how grateful you are to be there, because I think something that I didn't realize is a lot of people in the Lego community
It's
look
like
at
the
it
top
like
achievement to get on the show.
this is the biggest,
Yeah.
and so that was really fun to kind of see everybody that's dreams come true in a sense.
Yeah.
For some people. So that was really fun.
It's cool to be kind of now a part of that Lego community with Lego Masters and be part of that family now. So it's, yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, it was awesome.